get him to a therapist.
Oh, yeah. I have one.
That's
I mean, a separate one for this issue.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Go ahead.
Hey, guys. It's Justin, or JFav here, and I like to fuck squirrels raw.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. That was a little intro by Justin.
Yeah. Lost the odds against Sean.
Oh, that was what he had to do. Hosted by... Oh, wait. We should probably say the podcast name. After I stop...
Fucking that squirrel raw.
I mean, it's a bit much in front of everyone.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
This is the NiftyCast.
Welcome, everybody, to the NiftyCast. Wow, that was actually pretty good.
That was.
This is episode 12.
And it has been a little bit since we recorded a podcast.
Yeah, legitimately.
A couple weeks.
Wilber Who here.
JFav again. I'll introduce myself again. JFav.
Calla is here.
Jen again.
Jen again. That should honestly be...
Jen again.
That might be my just intro.
Welcome back. Jen again. Yeah, today is like the first recording for what has been like maybe a week or two.
And it's the 1st of February.
Yes, it is. Did everyone say rabbits this morning?
I said it at midnight.
What?
Maggie ate a bunny. Again.
3 in a row.
No.
Rabbit.
This is your
That's
second
good
rabbit.
luck.
It's her second? Okay, she's got one more
rabbit?
to do for the day.
It's like when you are getting out of bed for the first time in the month, for like a little hint of good luck, you say rabbit before your
What?
your feet touch the floor.
I was standing
Oh,
already.
I wish I knew.
Yeah, well, it's not on it. It's one of those saying things. Like, it's...
Like, you just had to be there.
It's a copy pasta.
Yeah.
It really is.
And
An
you know
old
what?
wives' copy pasta.
Exactly.
That's why you have self and burps today.
I'm dying medically. And, dude, my car died. I'm dying.
It happens. I mean, we could talk
Run
about
down.
why you have the sulfur burps.
I had a Vermont cheddar burger.
Which I am a big fan
They're
of.
so good. And honestly, I don't regret a single thing because they're so fucking delicious.
No, when I found out you were eating a Vermont cheddar burger last night, I got a little jealous because I had to have my leftover mac and cheese.
I had to house that burger, bro.
And
I housed
even,
it.
I don't even like leftovers, you know?
I hate leftovers.
I fucking
They're the
hate
worst.
leftovers. Honestly, I don't eat them most of the time, but last night Mom was like, I'm not cooking dinner. It's on you. And I was like, there's nothing in the fridge. And she's like, you have leftovers. Blah! And I was like, ah! I ate it and it just made me violently ill, honestly.
Yeah.
Same.
You know?
Ah.
I also ate his mac and cheese and it made me violently ill.
Yeah. Huh? But, yeah.
How did mosquitoes fly in the rain?
Oh, Justin loves
What?
pulling up the random topics. Mosquitoes
No, that's so
flying.
real. I've never thought about that once in my fucking life.
I feel like
Why do they fly in the rain?
I mostly
they
see
thrive.
them after the rain.
But they do fly in the rain.
They do
Yeah, because
fly
they
in
lay
the rain.
eggs in water.
Yes.
They're like Dark Souls fucking players. They just memorize the
Must be
patterns.
Thank you.
I think it's because like the wax, like a wax coating they have on them.
Do they have
Yeah,
They're
one?
just dodging and weaving constly.
Yeah,
Do you want to look this
I
up?
actually did
There's
look at it a
gotta
while
be
ago.
slow-mo, like, macro videos of, like, mosquitoes getting
Mosquitoes
whacked by raindrops.
I would actually love to see that video.
That's like when
just
you watch
know.
the bee videos,
Oh,
where like the bees
so funny.
slam into the side of the beehive.
They just like don't stop. They don't know how to pump the
And
brakes.
you
No
see it
idea.
like fall down. It's pretty fucking funny. I love.
Dude, when watching videos of bees flying directly into each other without any care or consideration, it's
They're
like
so, like,
They're
they're
playing
bumbly.
They're playing chicken. That's literally what.
they
it comes
both
down to.
won,
Yeah.
and that's the problem.
But
They're bumbly little
mosquitoes,
buzzers.
those little bastards are
Fuck
just flying
faces.
around when you're out like camping or hiking or just out in the nature, in general. Those guys are just kind of hanging around. They fuck shit up. Like for you, because they're like, hey, let me get a little bite, and you're like, no, not me. Go bite someone else. But they come and bite you, and it makes you all itchy and irritated.
What was that thing that Maddie had when we were going camping? It was like the tenting camping that she like kept putting on herself and sucking out, like trying to suck out the fucking mosquito.
Oh, that was not Maddie's. That was I think it was Shannon's.
Yeah.
But Yeah, it was like a little extractor, I guess, is what you would call it.
Oh, I've seen those.
It like takes out the mosquito bite. I got one.
Does it actually work or no?
Yeah.
It
I was
does?
gonna say, I'm pretty sure I've heard good things about some of them.
You still have the bump, but it takes out the
itching.
It's like this liquid. It's like I'm not trying to say it's a poisonous thing, but it's like a poison almost. A venom that like gets in there, and then that's what causes the irritation because your skin doesn't like that shit.
So mosquitoes are actually able to latch on to raindrops, and they use their wings and long legs as miniature sails to lift themselves off the falling raindrops before they crash on the ground.
Okay, that's actually
Shut
baller.
up.
And because they're so small and rain isn't everywhere, so it's not like they're destined to get hit by every drop.
Why do these guys even exist, honestly?
Same reason ticks do.
Sticks?
Ticks.
Oh, I thought you said sticks.
I
well,
also-
sticks
I was
come
like-
from trees.
Sticks are kind of fair. Mosquitoes, not so much.
No, same reason fucking ticks exist.
Yeah. Dude, ticks are like...
Ticks exist to give possums food.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh,
Our
Last
native
night-
marsupial.
Last night, after we get off,
Yes.
I
You have
go
to
to
let
take
Mojo out.
I go to take Mojo out.
Well,
Now,
no.
the backyard it's not like huge, it's decently mid-sized. But because it's a little bigger than most, our floodlight for the back does not hit the full yard. And Mojo being a black lab, we can't see him all too much in the dark. So I take out a little flashlight.
Is it an OLED?
It is not an O-light. I love my O-light, but it's not an O-light. It's like a floodlight, a handheld floodlight almost. But he's out back, and I see something out back with him. A motherfucking possum just hanging out back, which possums could be very aggressive.
They can,
I
but
was
they
like-
can't get rabies.
They can't?
No, because marsupials, their body temperature is too high for it to actually live in their body. Their blood temperature is so high that it kills the rabies off before it can actually
That's crazy.
do anything at all. So even if they get bit by something rabid 100 million times, they'll die from the bites more than the rabies.
That's a cool fact.
It's so cool. Marsupials, it's the only native marsupial to North America, and they're just the shit. They got a pouch like kangaroos.
I
They do.
didn't know that, though, so I was like, Mojo, come here.
Fair
dude."
reaction.
I was like, dude,
They
get
can
up
be
here.
a little wonky, you know? They're territorial.
Yeah, very territorial. This one looked mid-sized, like, because it wasn't fully grown, and it definitely wasn't, like, a
Chunky little guy.
baby. But it was, like, mid-sized, which means there's got to be another one nearby. So I was like, all right, Mojo, get on the...
Look,
The
the
death.
crazy fact is that Will is actually super territorial as well. He actually tried to go at it with his teeth.
Well, you know, I had... It's
That one
my
time
yard.
you almost peed on my car. It was really fucked
Well, I
up.
was marking my territory.
Also,
But
you can't
it's
pee
not
your pants.
yours.
But you parked on my lawn.
No, but like also it's not your lawn. It's like your parents.
Yeah, but they know.
No.
Like, it would be cool if your dad peed on my car, your mom peed on my car. It's not cool if you pee on my car.
That'd be sick if your mom
Well,
popped a squat in my
either
car.
way. We get Mojo on the deck, and I'm shining the light at this thing, and it knows I see it now, so it did that possum, like, little
They're
mouth
silly.
open and everything. I was like, alright, dude, you're tough. Mojo saw it, and he didn't even bolt. He just kind of sat there, like, he literally sat down and was watching it. He was like, I'm curious, too.
Just
What the
chill
hell
like
is
that.
that thing?
You know what?
Did that thing.
Mojo's big, probably way bigger than that fucking thing.
But way more scared. Like,
I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of things like that you would be surprised like dogs like just don't give a shit about. Like especially like
yeah.
they like surprisingly like dogs if there's like a coyote around they just get like this bigger fucking build all out of nowhere.
Have you guys ever seen that video of the possum in the trash can and the guy's just feeding him ranch?
Yeah. I have seen that.
It's just mouth open, more ranch keeps coming.
And he just keeps filling up in his mouth.
It's so fucked. It's
That's
kind of like
fucked
the
up.
mustard guy, like the guy who's an animal.
Yeah, exactly. But
Man.
that thing eventually went under the fence, under the shed, so I need to say something to my parents, but...
We had a groundhog under our shed.
We did.
I do too, and Maggie does not like the groundhog, and the groundhog does not like Maggie.
So, does Maggie chase it?
Yes, but
Groundhogs are scary.
they are, because there's a video. We have a chain
They're
link
bulky.
fence between our yards, and the groundhog was on one side, Mag was on the other, and it was like like pouncing at
Stare
Maggie,
down.
and Maggie was just barking at it.
Standing on business,
But
she
did not
is.
give a fuck.
Groundhogs are little menaces, honestly.
They are.
Dude, there's a lot of shit around here that are just like raccoons are just fucking menaces.
Fisher
I love
cats.
raccoons though.
They look cute, but like, you ever see that fucking video of like
Raccoons are vicious.
they're assholes. But
Yeah.
you ever see the video of like it's like this little girl is like coming home from school. There's a raccoon just like attacking her fucking foot, and then the
The mom just fucking whips the guy.
The mom grabs the kid and grabs the raccoon and pulls him like away like that. And the raccoon's like trying to fucking like is like freaking out. She just tells her daughter gets the daughter inside. And then she just goes like fucking whips the fucking raccoon like across the yard.
My all-time favorite is the fucking bobcat video where the guy just tosses it. And then he goes, "I'm gonna get my gun."
I don't know.
Oh, I've seen that one. Yeah.
The guy's name is Happy too, and he actually did shoot and kill the thing because it attacked his wife.
Yeah.
Oh my god! But the way he tosses that thing, beautiful.
I fucking love the video of the fucking guy saving his dog from the kangaroo. Just full blown
He
punch
punches
in
it in the
face.
fucking face.
He's
and then-
stunned. He's fucking
The
stunned.
kangaroo just goes, ooh.
It's like, the fucking kangaroo gets his fucking lights knocked out real quick.
The video of the dog whipping the snake.
Yeah, just throws it. No, doesn't he bring it to the owner though?
Bro, he's
No,
fucking
it
was
like
in
a
front of
dog
you.
No,
toy.
the one that the dog bites down and goes,
He
fucking,
throws it into the woods, right?
it just goes fucking
Like some
flying.
fucking Looney Tunes.
Okay, when did we start talking about fucking ragdoll and animals?
There's a funny video, I can't like remember where I saw it, but a dog brings a snake to its owner and the owner's like, "What is that? Put that down!" And the dog just whips it.
I've not seen
my
that one.
God.
Dude, I don't know why this is
God,
just giving me
you're
like
fucking
flashbacks.
I feel like
to
that's
that
something
fucking,
Maggie would do.
This,
Yeah, just-
100%.
this is giving me like basketball flashbacks to the fucking roadkill caught on tape. Like,
Yeah.
oh, and so going
Oh.
flying over the hood of the car.
That movie's fucking hysterical.
It's
Speaking
so
of
good.
basketball, who's watching? Go check out Basketball. It's made by the people of South Park, Matt Stone, Trey Parker. They are funny fucking dudes.
Isn't it like
It's
the
just
same
such a
like?
funny movie.
I feel like it's like the same like director as like Airplane and kind of like that style at least.
Isn't it
the
his brother?
style is very like close.
Yeah.
I thought it was one of the brothers that worked on
Those are
it.
my favorite kind of movies.
One of the Coen.
Yeah, like the slapstick comedy
Mhm.
almost.
Airplane's a fucking classic.
Dry humor.
Blues
Basketball
Brothers.
is just a fucking
Yeah.
like it's campy and corny in the funniest fucking way.
But it's like the guys that make South Park. Like
Yeah.
that's what makes it so fucking funny because those guys geniuses.
Yeah.
They can be assholes, but they're geniuses.
But it they're literally you can fucking hear it in Trey Parker's voice when he's going to like taunt someone. He literally does the Eric Cartman voice.
Yeah.
1-to-1.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was his.
I know
voice,
it's
so-
his voice, but it's like, even though like they pitch up like to get the Eric Cartman voice, it like
Mhm.
literally just like doesn't sound like they even had to pitch him up. It just sounds like he just did it outright.
Yeah, but I mean, it's also years of practice. I heard Justin Roiland's voice in Invincible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, his voice is invincible.
I was kind of like surprised. I was like, oh shit, I didn't catch that the first
Oh, wait, he
time
didn't
I
get
watched
Atlanta
it.
drunk yet.
No, he did not. He did not yet. And Seth Rogen in Invincible too was fucking awesome. I love his.
Like
character.
surprisingly like well done casting for
Yeah.
him.
Invincible's casting and voice acting is genuinely fucking phenomenal.
Stephen Yeun,
Mm.
J.K. Simmons.
Amazing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unreal act, like unreal.
Who
but
plays? I don't remember. See, I've only watched a couple episodes, but I remember Mark's mom being also really fucking good.
It's like she's actually one of the cast members of like Grey's Anatomy.
I don't want to get her name wrong.
I know.
Because that'll just be awful. But she was very good, like insanely good casting.
I like every clip I've seen with her in it. I'm like, she's just
And
giving it her all.
Cecil,
I love it.
who plays Cecil?
Oh my god! I'm
His voice is so familiar, but I can't put a pin to it. Brian's
See,
looking it up right now.
This is such a like nerd thing, but like one of my like biggest habits / hobbies is if I start watching something that has voice actors in it, I'm immediately on behind the voice actors, seeing who's in it,
Yep.
what
Yeah.
their shared roles are, like what I know them from, what I could watch that also has them in it. It's
So I originally wanted to say it was Deborah O. It's Sandra O.
Mhm.
But her character's name is Debbie. So I'm like, that's where I got confused right there. It's Walton Goggins who plays Cecil.
He must be in something.
He
else
is in
because-
Hateful Eight.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah.
He plays
We
the
talked
fucking
about that
sheriff
last
of Red Rock.
podcast.
He plays the sheriff of Red Rock there.
Mm-hmm.
But he's wicked good. He's good in a bunch. Isn't he in Marvel too?
Yeah, he is.
He's in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Mm-hmm.
Not my favorite Marvel movie, but he definitely did. He did good with his role. So.
He's a great actor. Love him and everything he's in.
Oh, Mojo's doing a little whiny voice. I wonder if he heard about the opossum.
Maybe. Speaking of opossums, I have 2 stories with opossums.
Okay.
One was
Come here. Sorry, I was calling the dog, but he's looking around the corner. I wonder what time is it?
It's 2:58.
Oh, it is not time to eat.
so
You
someone
go back into the room.
someone I knew ran over a possum that was already dead, but it got lodged under the van in between like one of the like the frame and the exhaust pipe, and it was a cold rainy day and I had to get it unstuck. Half the face was burned. Smelled disgusting. But
Content warning for our viewers.
on a lighter note, my other possum story comes from my first time doing edibles. My first time doing edibles, I'd never done them before, didn't know what I was getting into. I had just gotten what I now know were medical marijuana Wonka bars, like 500 milligrams or something.
Oh, God.
I think I took 2 pieces, and, stood up off the bed after like 20, 30 minutes. Like, I'm not really feeling it, but I want to get snacks, so let's walk to the store. Start walking to the store, get to the end of the street, and that's where I pretty much like kind of black out. I couldn't walk straight. Like everything was so blurry around me. But I vaguely remember seeing a possum run across the street. I was like, was that a fucking possum? And then I saw a Barbie doll stuck in a chain link fence, and
You just sound like you had a bad time.
I kind of did. I mean, it's funny now, but it was scary then
Oh,
because
dude, yeah. I remember my first weed panic attack.
it was terrible. But then when I got back to the house, I was like, I have to sit in my car, and like my head just kept like moving like in the same, like to the left over and over again. I think I saw a homeless man on a bike like ride by my car. I was like, this must be what it feels like to be on like fucking opiates or something. Cause it
I
was
could
fucked.
not imagine being your parents watching out the window like, why is Justin sitting in his car for an hour?
He's just staring at
He
everybody.
keeps looking to the left and back straight, and
Who's the homeless guy?
And then I could not get my key in the door.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Of the car or the house?
The house, I could not keep my hand steady.
Oh my god.
Well, Justin, you actually you supplied me with my
I did.
my edibles.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, with the
Wonka rope.
It was a Nerd's rope,
Oh my
400
God.
milligrams.
I remember being on Xbox with you when
Yeah.
you...
I was not fucking. I was like, what is going on? I'm so confused. And I was just like, guys, I'm bored.
Yeah, he got off. Just randomly out of
Guys,
nowhere,
I'm
just
bored.
turned the Xbox off.
I literally, there was no like middle ground of just like, I'll just stay on because I'd rather talk to them. No, I'm bored.
I think we're playing GTA.
we
Like,
were playing GTA. I crashed a plane into the fucking the mountain. It's like, all right, I'm getting off.
So
that's so fucked.
I also tried those nerd ropes once,
Yeah.
and I remember I waited like an hour, and I'm like, these are not doing anything. And then
These
then it
animals
hit
like,
me.
shh.
No,
Then it hit me.
literally.
then he had like 5 more.
Well, that like Will probably can
Turns into the century
back me up
egg.
on this one. I like for the first like 30 minutes to an hour of me to like after eating them, I was just like, guys, I'm not feeling anything.
Yeah,
And
I
I
you
think-
saying that, and
and-
you're like, Brian, you know, like that's the first like step.
and then Will was like, yeah, it's probably gonna hit you a little later. I'm like, no, it's not hitting.
Yeah,
I think I had a bad batch. I ate
he
a little
probably
bit.
ate more.
I did
than-
eat more, and then I was just like, yeah, it's still not hitting. I ate a little bit more, and then it's like,
That's a classic story, though.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
Dude, you know what's so fucking funny about it is I guarantee it was starting to kick in, the second time that you ate a little bit more because you didn't realize how much time had passed from the first time that you had a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It was like the whole thing
Your
was...
time perception must have been fucked up, I guarantee it.
It was like an hour right there of just like sitting around waiting for something to happen.
That was my first time, was waiting a whole hour and being
and
like,
then,
oh, I gotta take a nap now.
And then afterwards, I don't know, I was just fucking watching YouTube videos and like, I went downstairs, grabbed something to eat, like something small. I wasn't like getting munchies or anything like that. I just got something like small. But I'm just sitting there like watching YouTube videos and then all of a sudden I'm like watching like, I don't know, it was like fucking like Mortal Kombat. I'm like, okay. I'm like, alright.
I feel like it's almost the same thing when you drink too, because everything, I don't have like a slow buildup of drinking. Besides, I do feel buzz, but like when you get to the point of drunk, it's not like a slow buildup to it. It's, you are now that.
Yeah.
Like it all hits me at once and I'm like, oh shit, like this is the moment.
Yep.
Or I just don't notice it, but I want to say it's probably the same thing where it all just hits and then you're like, well, here we go.
And then you keep drinking because it
And then
gets
you
easier.
have to lie down on the box. And then they harass you.
And then I make fun of you.
Relentlessly. Persistently for 2 hours.
I wouldn't know I wasn't there.
You wouldn't be.
He wasn't there either.
I wasn't there for that.
He
night.
wasn't.
I wasn't there for that.
Why are
night
you
either.
laughing?
Classic.
Yeah, anyway. But anyway, yeah, while I'm watching those fucking Mortal Kombat videos, I'm just like sitting there being like, I just saw this guy die. Why is he up fighting again? It's like,
How did he get there?
how is he walking around right now? That shouldn't be a thing. Then my dad's like, hey, I gotta show you something. Can you come here? I'm like, yeah, give me a few minutes. An hour passes. An hour or 2 hours passed because I was watching like fucking full blown videos and completely forgot. He's like, bro, I called you like over there like an hour ago. I'm like, yeah, what's up? He's like, no, never mind. It doesn't matter. It
I've
doesn't
done
matter.
that
I'm like,
before to my dad, and it's probably the worst feeling I've ever
Yeah.
had.
well, it's like, and then he's like, oh, never mind. You know, it doesn't matter. It's not important. I'm
That's the worst feeling, is when they go, no, never mind.
I'm like,
That's
first.
like, no,
I'm like, first off,
stop.
I'm already like, this is my first time getting high. Can you like?
It's
please
like you
stop?
don't even love me anymore,
Yeah.
son.
Like, please.
It's the, like, what I did was, again, a classic thing of, oh yeah, I'll watch the movie with you, just let me
Yeah.
finish this game. And then the game kept going.
And
going,
it kept getting more fun.
and I kept playing, and then I went down to the basement where my dad was watching TV waiting for me, and the TV was still on, and he was asleep, and I was like, damn. Like, I literally,
It's classic.
I missed out because of video games, but
That's such a shit feeling.
it was. I felt like terrible. Like,
I feel like shit. Well, my dad doesn't like the movies anymore, but like we used to see movies all the time,
yeah.
and I haven't. Like I feel like I don't spend time with him anymore, and I hate it.
Yeah, I don't spend as much time with my dad as much, but like it's also because we both work
Yeah.
and it's harder.
I'm happy that Jen and I get to like, we at least have one thing that we do, and that's just watching the Celtics.
I was gonna say, I know exactly what that is, yeah.
We're just like, we just watch the Celtics like all together, just kind of like, be like, oh, look, it's
at
it's
these
like.
assholes with a healthy relationship to their
Hey, we didn't say that.
Oh,
We didn't say that, alright? Keep it.
Don't put words in my fucking mouth.
Well, I'm glad you have the Celtics.
Yeah.
I did, when you guys were watching it the other day, I checked the score.
Yeah, it was not good.
No.
It wasn't doing
Trust
so
me,
good.
I was
Was-
midway
I
through the
forget who
game
they
and I
were.
was like disappointed.
Was it the Wizards?
No,
Was it the Pacers?
It was the Pacers.
The
game.
Oh,
Pacers.
it was the Pacers.
Fucking- The one after that was good.
Okay.
Like,
Hey.
really fun to watch.
Hey.
I honestly don't keep up with basketball, so.
It's
I'm
they
glad
have a
you guys
really
have
good
that.
team this season. It's just messy-ish at times.
There's
Well,
like,
Messi plays soccer, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Football.
You know what it is they fall asleep after halftime. The third quarter, they just snooze the whole fucking... I'm not kidding. It's
No,
so fucking
literally,
annoying.
I know what it is. Like, the classic thing from, like, it was, like, back in 2008, was, like, third quarter, alright, the Celtics just take over, and it's just not fair to, like, play against them at that point.
Completely
But
opposite.
complete opposite now, in 2024.
they're just tired boys.
I don't know who came up with that thing, But it's like they just fucking eat spaghetti and then just chill out.
Yeah, they eat a whole fucking big ass meal and then just get sleepy by the third.
They just get tired and
Halftime, you see them go out on the court for the third quarter. You see a couple meatballs just like stray on the court.
They got a little sauce on their beards.
Like there's just a white stain in their like, or a red stain in their white fucking gym short pockets.
Oily? That'd be the garlic bread.
Oh, sorry.
That would have to be the oil that I used for the bread. That was so good.
Sorry, that's extra virgin olive oil.
It's like them and Friar Cornett on the fucking on the like bench just being like, that food was so good. It's like the
Dude,
post
we can't
food
call him
sleepies.
Friar anymore. Luke Cornett for the Celtics is wicked massive guy. He had this haircut for a while that made him look like a monk or a priest or something. Like he looks like a monk, so we'd call him Friar Cornett. And he got a nice haircut, so he looks all like sly.
He looks
and shit.
normal now, and now he doesn't look like
He looks
a friar.
cool, but I can't call him Friar Cornett anymore. It blows.
Yeah, he is a fallen cleric.
He's
This-
left the congregation.
The squeaks from like them running around is just because of the extra
all of the olive oil that's just stuck to him.
The
Sorry,
whistles
that-
blow after someone
we
fucking
spilled some of
slips
the
on some
sauce
spaghetti.
earlier.
Bro, that's what was happening during the fucking Pacers game, dude. People were sliding across the court like after halftime. They just like
Slipping on sketty.
they just kept falling
The
on
classic
Sketty.
like sketty slip.
You know. It's actually Larry Bird introduced that to the Celts
Yeah.
back in his time.
Celts. I've never heard that.
Yeah, you don't know about the Celts, my man?
The Celts?
Yeah, the
That's like an
Celts.
actual saying?
Well, yeah, it's like half of Celt. It's minus Tex. You know.
What is
I
that?
don't
don't
like
like
the Celts
Tex
before.
anyways. We talked about that.
Yeah,
Hey,
we did.
well,
The
all right.
C's.
The
The
I've heard the
Cs.
C's.
The
So I
Celt-
can't call them the Celts.
Yeah.
I
Well, all right. Think about
Well,
it.
can
Think
I
about
call them
it
the Celts or not?
Will, I know you can do
Sure.
this right now.
I'm
Will,
sorry.
I know you can
I wanna
do
make
this.
sure
Think from
it's
a
okay
woman's
with you.
perspective, all right? Just think from a woman's perspective. It's the Celtics minus the ick. All right.
What is-
So you just got the Celts.
Everyone shame him. Shame.
What the fuck?
Shame.
Shame.
It's just the
Justin
Celtics,
shame
but
him.
all the good part.
Thank you.
I don't know sports. So.
Yeah, I barely do myself.
Yeah.
It's the
we
only
could
sport
tell.
I give a shit about. I can't really pay attention to other ones.
No,
I don't.
football.
Yeah. See that? I'm not into football. Everyone else is. I kind of feel like a lame-o when I don't know who the fuck is in the Super Bowl.
Trust me. Once I'm out of fantasy football, I know nothing about football.
See, I feel like fantasy
The Super
football
Bowl
is a
is
way
full
for
of
normal.
sketty.
I feel like fantasy football is a good way for normal people who don't give a shit about the sport to just kind of enjoy it a little bit, because then you're like
Yeah.
rooting for like everybody and you're not just like solely focused on one
Can't we-
team.
Well, I
Oh,
found
man.
a couple teams that now are like higher on my list because of fantasy football.
Like who? Go ahead.
I like the Ravens now.
Okay. I like their defense. You like Lamar Jackson though.
I do. I also am a big fan of the Rams.
Why is the Rams?
I like the team. Like I
Okay.
just like they play well. They're not great, but like they play well.
They
Well-
got potential.
They do got potential.
Well, when the Patriots are as ass as they have been this season, I have to root for everybody else except for the Patriots.
Well,
They
the
were,
whole thing is I always go Patriots.
but
because
like they
of-
were the worst in the league this year, so you got to be like, all right, you know, Buffalo ain't bad.
I'm curious if
I
we're
get
gonna
why the
have.
Bills fans are Bills fans.
Yeah,
I want to know if we're gonna have Mac Jones again. Probably not.
you know
Probably.
what? We don't have Belichick. Do you think they're gonna get rid of Mac Jones on top of that?
He could get a better contract somewhere else.
Yeah.
Belichick could get a better contract.
That's
elsewhere.
No.
why I used
Actually,
to win it
you
probably.
know what team besides like the Patriots, like my all-time team is probably the Eagles. Like
Really?
A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
for a couple of reasons. One, I always have Hurts as my QB,
Mm-hmm.
so that's one of the reasons. But two is the It's Always Sunny episode.
Of course.
Like, Charlie, you have to drink the paint.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that whole episode is fucking
Flush it
nuts.
down with some brown.
Yeah.
The
He has to drink yellow, eat green.
And
Was it wear... Or no, he has to wear green. Eat yellow. Drink yellow, eat brown.
I'm not. We'll have
Because
to
he eats the
watch
mouse.
that. Yeah.
Eat
Yes,
brown,
eat
drink
brown,
yellow,
drink
wear
yellow,
green.
wear green. classic.
I
episode.
watched that episode when microdosing. For the first time ever, I watched that episode when I was microdosing.
And it was probably
Weird
a great
episode to
time.
watch for the first time if you're on shrooms. Don't recommend watching it on shrooms. It's kind of intense. We were all like, we felt like we were feeling everything that Charlie felt. It was kind of a lot.
That's awesome.
I want to branch out into something real quick.
Yeah.
Will you allow me,
Please, by all means.
Brian?
I'm okay with it.
Justin?
Yeah, go for it, buddy.
Let's get into some dead Mike. That's not the new. We won't do that.
We won't do that every time
But,
because it's annoying already.
I had already told Justin I wanted this topic to be brought up because I finally started watching the season 11, right? That's the last season
Yeah.
of The Walking Dead on DVD. And honestly, the quality has gone down poor for the DVD output. Like, you can see a difference between season 10 and season 11, and I'm not a big fan.
It's a shame.
I might actually
It's
have to
shame.
get Blu-ray for
Yeah.
Walking Dead to actually enjoy it.
Who's Ray?
He's blue, but
So he's in the group of men.
Like, there's 3 of
yeah,
them.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. I
But
get it.
what I was gonna bring up to Justin is, do you think, are they doing this on purpose or not?
Yeah, I think I can see it either way. I can see them doing it on purpose, not even for the purchase of Blu-rays like you mentioned earlier, but because everything's going digital.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. I'm like, do I even bother getting the Blu-ray, or do I just get it on digital? Because it's gonna be 4K on digital.
True. Well, if you get the Blu-ray, you get the digital.
Fuck me.
Speaking of Blue Man Group and Walking Dead, did you know that Ross McQuaid was a Blue Man?
When?
I don't know. I might be making this up.
We also played Red Skull.
He did play Red Skull.
Red Skull?
Red,
Blue
Red
Man.
Remember we saw Blue Man Group?
Oh yes, we
Really?
did.
Wow,
I've never
that's
seen the
cool.
Blue Man.
Not
I
Dead
have,
Talk
but it's been a
Cop.
long time.
This is not a
Whatever.
Dead
It's
Talk.
I guess
been
Cop.
everyone else here has seen the Blue Man.
Time.
But also for the quality, I could see it being an accident because they use different cameras. I know they use different cameras in season 10 as well, I think. I mean, that was just the bonus episodes. But for season 11, it was, instead of using film cameras, it was digital.
Well, I think that, like, not only just because of the cameras, they used a lot more CGI, at least for the first episode, and maybe the second episode. But you could see the CGI. I mean, blatantly in the first episode with the drop of blood, I was like,
Yeah.
that's CGI.
I believe what is the finale or the episode before the finale has CGI, and it looks good, but you can still tell it's CGI.
Yeah, which, I mean, I like practical effects.
I
I'm
prefer practical.
not blaming them for using CGI with how big the show is and pumping out episodes, but I like practical. I mean, like, all the old Indiana Jones movies with
So good.
practical effects.
It reads
and-
so much better to an audience perspective.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't need a bunch of million ants climbing into my mouth, you know?
Yep.
I'd rather just get slammed by a boulder going down a hill.
I rather studios use squibs for getting shot than using CGI because the squibs literally look more realistic.
That is true, too. Can you explain squibs? No, I do know, but
Thank you.
I do
actually.
know very simple, dumbed down version
I
of
don't.
squibs.
Squibs are like little tiny, pretty much explosive devices that are placed under clothing, or anything really, and then they're remotely activated, so it'll blow up. Like, it's not a huge explosion; it just pops like this little sack of usually blood,
Blood,
Nice.
air.
alien blood.
Yeah, like, you can put a lot of things
Oh,
in
that
it.
makes sense. So if you want to like
And it
do a
rips the
realistic
clothing.
gunshot impact thing, you do air and blood.
Yes,
That's sick.
and
That's actually wicked fucking cool.
it rips the clothing too.
So
That's neat.
I did partially lie. It's not Ross McQuaid.
McQuaid.
It's Jordan Woods Robinson. He's the one who plays Eric.
Oh.
He's a blue man.
He was a Blue Man.
Really?
Yeah. He was part of the Blue Man group.
Well, that I can see more than Ross McQuaid though.
Yeah, right. I know. That'll be a little bit tricky. I feel like there was one other person that was in the cast that I heard. This is even before like the more recent seasons. That was like, oh yeah, this guy was like a blue man or something like that. Now I feel like it was like I thought it was Ross, but I'm probably wrong. But no, apparently he got diagnosed with cancer. That's what I just read up. I'm like, Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Like, oh, that's a toughie.
Why'd you laugh?
Just the way it was a
there was a
coping
little
mechanism.
smirk in there too.
Yeah, that was a coping mechanism.
You just chucked.
He actually Ross McQuaid, Ross
just
McQuaid is in Invincible.
I'm not surprised.
He plays Rex Splode in Invincible.
Cool.
Have you guys seen any of Fear the Walking Dead?
No.
I watched
No.
the first couple
I'm
of
still
seasons.
finishing the regular show and then watching it.
You know Strand?
Yeah.
Well, this isn't happening anymore, I don't think, but people want Strand to replace Jonathan Majors as Kang. But also, they want the actor who plays Strand to be in a Batman movie.
That'd be cool. I'd be okay with him being a Batman villain or something along those lines. I don't know if he'd be a good Kang. I just feel like Kang is so tricky. I feel like the guy who played the High Evolutionary should be just be like, yep, High Evolutionary was a Kang variant.
Can you just make Danny DeVito the Penguin again?
Yeah, I'd
Right.
like that.
Like that'd be actually wicked fun.
Yeah, but what about Colin Farrell?
Wah, wah.
He was so good though. You couldn't even tell it was Colin Farrell.
Besides Rick Grimes, aka Andrew Lincoln, who's your favorite character actor in The Walking Dead?
Carl Grimes.
Do you think
Chandler
Chandler Riggs?
Oh, okay.
Outside
Besides, like, the main, like, besides Michonne, Rick, Carl,
throw Daryl in there too. 'Cause
Daryl, like, those guys.
Mm.
An underrated one that you really like.
underrated.
Negan's nowhere near underrated.
No, I wouldn't even say that. Like,
That was my pick.
He's still alive and has a show with fucking
Lauren Cohen.
Lauren Cohen, yeah. So
Cohen, Jesus Christ, pronounce names.
I'm sorry,
Um,
bitch.
I think I mentioned it before on a previous Dead Talk, but Melissa McBride, who plays Carol, she portrays her, well, like in the first few seasons, her abuse and then PTSD so it's kind of weird to say so beautifully, but she portrays it so beautifully.
She's
an amazing actress.
Yeah.
Like, she's such a standout performer in that show.
I don't know if it was season 10. I think it was season 10 where she was working on a boat for a little bit, and then she was like popping pills, and like she starts hallucinating and seeing all this shit. Could have been season 11, I guess.
it could be season 11. I don't remember seeing that. It could be in season 10 because I watched that a while ago, but
I think it was season 10.
Would my question for you that I mentioned that I was gonna ask you earlier.
Yes.
What do you think? How do you feel like the characters in World Beyond are gonna be? Do you think they're gonna be involved in the new?
I think you did
Show with
say
Rick?
yes.
Yeah, I don't know how well that's gonna go because the tones of both shows are completely different.
I'm just wondering. Do you think Andrew Lincoln is gonna meet fucking Gumball?
No, but like they're setting something up there at the
Right.
end of season 2. I don't know what, but that would be pretty funny if he meets Gumball. I don't know. Maybe the side characters will meet them. Maybe not Andy himself. But the one character I really did like in that show, and now of course I can't remember his name, but whoever the guy was that had that brown leather jacket, who was like guarding over the kids.
Yeah, I can't remember his name either, but
He was badass.
he was badass.
Oh, Joe.
That's right.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, Jim.
Joe Mama.
Oh,
Do you-
shit.
Do you think it's gonna cross over? Same with Fear though, because there were some CRM characters in Fear.
So I feel like Fear. You have, you still have Morgan over there. And isn't the mom still alive, or is she? Yeah. What?
Well, they tied that up.
I'm like, yeah, I know they tied that up, but still, I'm like, that's fucking weird.
Morgan's definitely coming back.
Yeah.
There was a character that I absolutely fucking hated, the one with the fucking camcorder, and the SWAT van. That's now dating one of the CRM soldiers.
Yeah. I still feel like they kind of like fumbled a lot of things in Fear of the Walking Dead.
pretty much everything after season 3 was a fumble.
Yeah. Oh, I thought the nuke was stupid. I thought that was really dumb.
Why were they trying to survive in the nuke? Just fucking move.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, you're just gonna get irradiated.
Just fucking move.
You're gonna die from the fallout. Like, granted, yeah, that's the safest spot away from zombies. Because it's literally unlivable.
Well, the zombies became radioactive.
True.
It was, I don't know, fucking mess.
However, what was it? I'm trying to remember. The fucking junkie kid. The one, look, he looks like fucking like a young Johnny Depp.
Yeah, like.
But I remember really liking his character when he was around because he was first off like just survived on his own for most of the show.
Yeah.
Just completely on his own.
In my opinion, he was the main character of the
Yeah.
show.
Oh yeah, he was fucking awesome. It was such a weird thing of like this is like how he survived in the real world when he was a fucking like total drug addict to how that translated kind of well to the fucking zombie post-apocalyptic world. I'm like,
was
that's
awesome.
fucking cool. But then and then they killed him off.
Because the actor wanted to leave the show the same time Andrew Lincoln left The Walking Dead.
Mm.
It's fucking dumb.
Bummer. Both main characters gone.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Sorry, guys, we just killed all of the dead. That was the end.
The dead stopped talking.
But now, I gotta ask you, Will.
Okay.
What movie you want to talk about?
We talked about basketball already. He's giving it a dead stare. What the fuck happened?
Justin, we talked about basketball.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, well,
Justin's a tired boy today.
yes, but also we didn't explicitly state this is Will's movie section.
We did.
Yeah, who's watching?
Oh, that was.
Yeah, no, I didn't do it. But
Edit in post.
yeah. I'll throw that back there. I won't. But you know.
No.
He's gonna throw it back?
I've been
What?
throwing it back.
You have
In
been.
front of my sister, you freak?
Fucking
Well-
weird, dude.
Well, I thought you guys liked it.
No.
At first, she was clapping.
No,
That
that
was
was your
on
ass.
your cheeks.
Those are your
ass.
cheeks, buddy.
Oh.
Alright, now we mentioned clapping and cheeks, and now it brought me back to Lethal Company. I want to play Lethal Company now.
Oh,
He is
that's-
so
oh.
happy. He's a good boy. You're a very good boy.
I actually haven't made more progress on the...
We'll get more
That's
footage
okay, too.
tonight.
Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, Jonathan will not be able to join us tonight.
Is he in Florida?
No, Sean is watching his girlfriend's puppy.
Oh,
Bruno.
Bruno's a great movie.
Yeah, so the dog's name is Bruno. Sean texted us the other day. He goes, "Hey guys, won't be doing this, whatever, because I'm watching Bruno." And Justin just hits him with, "Oh, that's a great movie." Which
No
it is.
response.
Sasha Baron Cohen, great,
Funny. Very
funny
funny.
as all hell.
Did you hear? Actually, oh, sorry. I
Keep
fucking you almost yelled it. But did you hear about like the crazy shit he was trying to pull for like I can't remember what movie it was. I think it was Bruno, but he was originally like he had a whole plan set up to go meet a leading member of Al Qaeda as Bruno and do an interview, and then he was just like the guy was like, "Yeah, that's not happening. You're gonna get fucking
I
decapitated."
feel like it might have been for the second Borat movie.
It wasn't for it was 100% Bruno.
Was it not The Dictator?
No.
Oh, that too. It could have been The Dictator. I haven't seen that one.
Have not seen Bruno.
I watched it.
Bruno's hysterical.
Borat.
I watched it. I haven't seen
Whoa,
Borat.
whoa,
I haven't seen
whoa.
Borat.
Whoa.
Or The Dictator.
I've seen
I haven't
Borat.
seen The
I've seen Borat like once or twice.
How have you not seen Borat?
I don't know.
That one's like a classic.
Okay, to be fair, I only recently watched Step
The
Brothers.
same way I
fully.
haven't seen Reservoir
Same.
Dogs.
Yeah.
I watched the end of that. But I was 12 when I watched Bruno. It was on Netflix.
Oh, definitely not for 12.
Nope, I didn't know what it was about. I
Sleeps
put
when I saw
the
baseball.
only thing I can remember about that movie is a dick and a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah, he does.
I
yeah.
don't know anything about that one.
I mean, to be fair, like, I can't really judge it. Like, I literally just mentioned, I only watched Step Brothers, like, very recently. That's, like, a movie that people, like, die, like, on the sword.
But
I
it
think
is
you
funny.
brought up this movie the other day, Night at the Roxbury.
Yeah.
Sure
I
wasn't me.
just watched it for the first time.
One of my favorite movies.
Really?
He's gonna say he doesn't like it, and I'm gonna leave.
Kind of boring. What
Were
made
you
you
sober?
like it so much?
Were you sober when you watched it?
I think so.
Yeah, that's why you didn't like it.
Why?
You shouldn't have to not be... Like, you shouldn't have to
Be like,
be in a state to enjoy something.
You should
Yeah.
try
No, but
watching
it
the
is funny.
first. You should try watching the first Suicide Squad movie.
It
Drunk.
had some like good like moments, but like a lot of it was like, I don't know what's going on.
I don't know. I think it's fucking hilarious in my opinion.
Can we like have like a nice like family viewing of like the first Suicide Squad movie, just all pissed drunk?
What about Ghostbusters 2016?
We're never watching that. I'll tell you that.
Will's a
You guys
massive
can watch
hater.
that without me.
But only reason
I
why
love
I bring...
Ghostbusters. I can't get it tainted.
But come
I'm
on,
also not gonna watch that.
come on,
movie.
Thor's
Thank
in
you.
it, man.
And that's a woman saying that. It's not has to do because of woman. It just was a bad movie.
Yeah.
You're the one that brought women into things.
No, but like
I was gonna
everyone's-
say I don't want to watch it because it doesn't seem like a good movie. You just brought women and men into things.
Damn it! No, everyone is like.
That's weird. Who's watching this fucking guy bring up women?
Fuck Kate McKinnon.
Everyone is like,
Yes.
you don't like it because it's a power feminism movie. And it's like, no, I don't like it because
I don't
you
like
took-
forced fucking females in power. I
Okay.
don't appreciate it. It makes me feel smaller
Can I
as a
say?
woman.
Can I say the
No,
stupidest?
I don't like it because you added Melissa McCarthy.
Can I say the stupidest
Tell me more.
scene?
I hate Melissa McCarthy.
Really good like viewing experience. What?
Guys, I have great news.
What?
Markiplier uploaded.
No, stop.
Wait, Kate
stop,
McKinnon's
stop,
dead?
Stop.
Woo!
Stop. No, I need to. Yes!
It's backshot roulette too.
No, it's Five Nights at Freddy's Help Wanted 2 Part 13. It's only 30 minutes long. No,
Part
no, there's
98,
27.
guys. Part 74.
Yeah, I know. He's really taking his time with this one.
It's been a lot.
We love you, Markiplier.
For me, the chemistry between Will Ferrell and I'm sorry, I forgot the other actor's name. By the way, that actor.
John C. Riley? Are you talking about?
That's the Roxbury.
Oh shit, my bad.
By
I
the
thought you were
way,
talking about
whoever
Step
that
Brothers.
actor is, who co-stars with Will Ferrell, plays Smeagol in Return of the King.
Yeah, it's Chris
I don't know.
Kattan.
Can I be honest? I only
No,
recently
that's-
found out about the legend of Tom Bombadil.
Who?
What the fuck? I don't.
That's it. That's what everyone would say about that who's a fan of Lord of the Rings, because everyone's watched the movies. Apparently, he's some character from the books that, like, literally, they meet him, like, right after they leave the Shire. They're about to fucking leave. And, like, even Gandalf, like, knows about this guy, but, like, the ring's of no use to Tom Bombadil because he's just so fucking powerful. He's married to this beautiful woman named, like, something Glowberry or something. I'm not even
Excuse me?
I'm not kidding. I'm not fucking with you. He's like the most powerful motherfucker on earth in this universe, but he's not involved in the movies at all. He's just not written into the movies.
Maybe they'll make like a.
They should make a
I
bomb.
wish.
They should make a
Bombadil
Tom
movie.
Bombadil fucking trilogy.
Dude, Tom Bombadil sounds like the shit.
The
I'm
Legend
not
of Tom
kidding.
Bombadil.
Glowberry.
And Madame
on, no, let me find
Glowberry.
Glowberry saga.
It's not, I don't think that's her actual name, but apparently she's described as the most beautiful woman on earth. And what's her name from later in the film? She's like described as gorgeous, and she is very beautiful.
Oh, you talking? Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Apparently Tom Bombadil's wife is like just the most stunning thing, like just gorgeous as fuck. And apparently she is the river somehow. it's so
The
fucking
river,
crazy.
like, as in, like,
Jen
the
is
actual
talking
river.
about-
Goldberry. Her name's Goldberry.
That just sounds like a Bond villain.
Yeah.
I'm not fucking
You
kidding.
can't get me, Bond. Get back here, Goldberry.
Tom Bombadil's like the shit. He's some fucking joyous, jolly little wizard who's the embodiment of all things good. And he just, like, I'm not even kidding, a bunch of demon souls try and kill the hobbits leaving the Shire. And he goes, yeah, I'm your master, listen to me, you leave these men alone. And they just listen to him. Tom Bombadil's the strongest one in the
Alright.
Lord of the Rings universe, but he's just not in the movies because it would just...
I-
He would one-shot Sauron immediately.
I you know what's fucking crazy? So you're mentioning somebody who like legit would like reject the ring. I think in Lord of the Rings the most interesting characters are characters that like are tempted, but they're just like, nah, it ain't worth
Bro,
it.
Tom Bombadil
Yeah.
sees the ring, even fucks around with it, and goes, "Yeah, this ain't worth my time."
Literally fucking.
He's the shit.
It's like I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is
It
about
makes me
characters.
want to read the books now because I heard about Tom
Do
Bombadil.
not add that to the book.
I'm
book
not
club.
doing that.
I think the most
Evil.
interesting like characters though in like Lord of the Rings are some characters that like either are forced to hold onto the ring. Like Frodo is like fucking one of the best characters in that. Characters that have possessed the ring and yet don't wield it whatsoever. Like Aragorn, just like literally is like Frodo's like, please take this from me. He's like,
No.
nah, I'm cool.
Nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
Like literally, he's just like, I don't need that, thank you. And then even better is like fucking Samwise, who just is like, yeah, I just bodied like about 15 fucking orcs just to give you the ring back. Like,
But even he got tempted.
he didn't. He was just because he just is like, oh, here's the ring.
Dude, they were lovers.
It's like talking to me, but I don't want it.
They were lovers.
I know, it's cute.
Yes, they
They
were.
were 100% lovers.
One
They
of my
were
favorite
fucking-
scenes.
They loved each other.
Oh, and like it doesn't even have to be like a like they want to marry each other love. It's more just like two very, very close friends.
They're
They
bros.
experience-
Oh, they're
trauma.
close friends.
Yeah.
They're each other's special friends.
They're trauma bonded. You're right.
They're lovers in the sense that they are like very
It's like
close
Victorian, like women that would write each other and are in each other's like eulogies as special friends. Yeah, they were
friends.
close.
She had a lot of special friends.
Honestly, one of my favorite scenes in The Lord of the Rings is someone
They were
rejecting the
roommates.
ring. Is when Frodo tries to give it to Gandalf at the very beginning, and Gandalf's like, "Don't tempt me!"
Yeah, he's like literally, don't fucking do this. You have no idea what it's capable of.
He's got a point. I don't know.
Did you know that one scene when he kicks the helmet?
No.
I that is like something like that movie would never be made in.
Did you know that Christopher Lee gave direction on
Yeah.
how someone got stabbed in the back because he stabbed people in the back?
He literally during World War I stabbed someone, and he like
He was a spy, wasn't he?
I don't remember what he was, but in World War
A
I,
backstabber.
he literally stabbed people during World War I.
In the back.
I don't know if it was in the back because he gets stabbed in the front.
But,
In the movie, he gets stabbed in the front.
well, he specifically.
Because he said he always wished he stabbed the front. That's
'Cause
a
he
lie.
wanted to
I
see
have
their
no
dying
idea.
But no, but
Like,
like,
make a noise.
But Peter Jackson was saying like, oh yeah, I want you to like let out a scream, and then Christopher Lee's just like, yeah, but that's just not how it happens. Like I've literally stabbed people. That's just not how they react.
No, I'm pretty sure, not from experiences, that it's more just shock.
Yeah,
It's just like,
and that's exactly
what?
that's exactly what happened to Christopher Lee. He's just like, like what the fuck?
Like, Chris Lee fought in World War One.
Yeah, I think it was World War I.
Didn't Tolkien also fight in World War One?
Yeah. That is like fucking Lord of the Rings is based on World War One.
When did Tolkien pass? He passed
now that
away.
you think about it, yeah, it
It's
does seem like
it's
that.
exactly what it is.
When do you think World War III is?
We're in it.
I don't know.
What did you put as your preferred military status?
Single.
No. I mean, the option, like, you know, if you were get sent to...
Sniper school.
No. Fucking,
Thank you.
Oh,
I'll see you
wow.
later.
Motherfucker died
No,
of
you
a
had to
stomach
choose
ulcer.
Marines, Navy, Army...
Chair Force.
Come on.
Space
I
Force.
I had
Done.
friends in the Air Force.
That's cool, but I'll be in the Space Force, so I'll see you up
That
in the
was not
fucking
an option
stars.
when I had to choose.
Oh,
I'm
it
just
is now.
fucking with you. I don't
Do you know
need
your
it.
selective service number?
No.
No, I don't either.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He knows his, and he's pretty worried about...
Why would you remind him?
He's pretty high up on the list.
So just to bring it,
I'll get back to you in a sec. Did you choose one? Like, on the thing though, when you had to sign up for the draft?
I don't think I ever did.
Who the fuck? I never had to
maybe
do
you're
that.
The
unselected,
NFL draft?
Are we talking about the...
What did you sign up for, Mo? Come tell us.
Mo, come here.
No,
What
come
you sign
on.
up
We
for?
have
He
similar
trots
sense
on
of
it.
humor, but there's just one facet of my humor that doesn't apply to you, and I think that's like kind of Night of the Roxbury type humor.
Oh, Mojo has his response. Oh, I'm in the Navy.
I think Mojo would have been a good Navy boy.
Yeah. He's
You
a,
have a
he's
Navy
a swimming lad.
He's a
yeah.
boat dog.
Hey, what are you doing?
He's
Oh,
a little
definitely a
boat
good.
dog.
Come on up. Yeah, come on.
He's
Mojo,
being such a baby right now.
viewers listening at home, Mojo is making humpies with Will
No,
right
he's
now.
not. He's sitting on my lap.
Literal humpies.
He's
No.
right here next to the
He's
mic.
face fucking Will right
Oh my
now.
god, shut up.
He said, "Will, why don't you like Night at the Roxbury, you dumbass?"
Why did he say that?
He's standing
Mojo hasn't even watched the movie.
He actually, that's not true. He was in the room with me.
Oh.
Mo's kind of the shit. I don't know.
See?
There he is.
See?
He's bored of
He
your
agreed. He is
conversation,
the
Will.
shit.
I think I'm pretty sure I chose random when I did the selective.
I said.
Would you like to go in depth on that humor thing though again? Because I'm a little curious what you mean. Mo, you are talkative.
Like you and I do have
It's
a
a
pretty. We
podcast.
obviously have a very similar sense of humor, but and like I have a couple like shared sense of humor, obviously with a lot of my friends.
Well,
but
that's how you make friends.
yes, but like there's just one facet that I find funny and you don't.
And what is that?
Like I don't even know because it's not dry. Maybe it's just extra dry humor. Maybe it's extra dry.
No, because I like dry humor.
Yeah, but like Night at the Roxbury is kind of dry.
Okay.
But I like Airplane. Like that's dry humor.
Like Leslie
you know
Nielsen
Maybe
is
it's a little
dry.
moist then.
Can I be honest? I've been recommended the
Moist
show,
humor.
the FX show, What We Do in the Shadows, 100 million times. I can't get into it.
Really?
I cannot
I
get
haven't
into it.
seen it.
I
That
know it's
whole
one
show
that
is
I'd
like-
probably like if I saw it from the beginning, but every time I see a clip of it, I cannot, like it, I don't, there's something in me that just can't find it funny for some reason.
What was that? Was it?
Even though I know that it's humor I enjoy because it is really like dry humor like that.
Yeah.
But like for some reason, every time I see a clip of it, I think it is the like curse of unless you start it on your own and watch it as it's
Oh.
like
No
episode
disrespect.
1. I don't know that I could enjoy it.
Sorry for the minor
I understand
earthquake
that.
that just happened. Mojo decided, oh, I'm
He
gonna
just
jump.
body slammed
onto
Will,
the
which
table.
was
Well,
fucked
I
up.
guess it's like how some people prefer like the Office over Parks and Rec. It's kind of like that thing.
What is your preference?
Office.
Oh, I prefer The Office too.
Yeah.
But I love Parks and Rec as
No, I
Another
still find
show.
Parks and Rec funny, but
The
No.
Office has drier humor.
I feel like, well, it's like I feel like the real split between like a comedy for like when it comes to like shows like that is like The Office and Friends. Like there's like
I haven't watched Friends.
I feel like there's not a lot of people who like absolutely love both. It's like you either love one or love the other.
I like
Which I'm like
both.
I like both. I just don't think I would probably go over to watch something other than that. If it's on, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this sucks. I'm gonna shut it off right away.
I prefer the community that likes The Office than the community that likes Friends.
I like the community that likes Community, honestly. I
Yeah.
always get along with people that like Community.
I haven't watched it, so I can't judge.
in season 2 with
There's certain like groups of people that like shows that cause the show to be ruined for me though.
Rick and Morty.
No, I like Rick and Morty
I
a
feel-
lot, but the fan base sucks.
I feel like season 3 almost
Mhm.
like right around season 3 when the fucking Community was going absolutely fucking buck wild. I
Yeah.
was like, I'm
Yeah.
about to tap out of this fucking show.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's why Brian O tapped out.
Mm.
Olive Man tapped out of the show because of that. And I remember him for a while like being like, I can't watch the show.
I totally respect that just because I'm like, you know, it's not even like it was like because at some points the jokes that the people like the community was telling was like, this is getting a little toxic. Like, oh, you don't understand it because you're not smart enough
Yeah,
to
I
understand. I'm like,
hate-
go fuck yourself. It's just such a stupid fucking
It's
thing.
so stupid.
I hated seeing comments like that.
I was
Shut
like,
the
yeah,
fuck
you're
up.
not smart enough to understand this joke. Well, you're also
You don't
like,
have IQ.
you're also
You're-
fucking brain dead.
You're literally
so.
14. You can't talk about IQ when you're literally, your brain's not developed.
Favorite fan base?
Not South Park.
Yeah,
South
no.
Park also has a shit fan base.
Yeah.
Shit fan base.
I was gonna say that. I didn't want to offend you though.
No,
Oh, no,
I
no,
was
no,
I
I
was about
wasn't-
to bring it up because I wanted to
Yeah.
bring it up. South Park has a fucking annoying fan base.
Yes.
There's way too many children on the internet.
I don't hear enough of the fan base from South Park, honestly. I don't know if maybe it's just my own ignorance or I don't see it, but I don't hear a lot of people talking about South Park
You know what it
online.
is? It's weird people that are like, I don't know. They treat South Park like it's a fucking anime, and they go like, I don't think Eric Cartman's really like that. I think it's because he's internalizing this and that.
No, he's an
and
asshole.
like, no, dude,
No, he's
Eric
an
Cartman's
asshole.
a racist, awful piece of shit. That's the point of his character.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the point of his character is that he's just awful and irredeemable. Like,
They established that very early on.
yeah, but there's...
I do
You know
miss...
what it is? It's very similar to the Tweak Craig fangirls prior to Tweak and Craig's actual relationship in the show.
That's true, too. I do miss, like, the old Eric Cartman a little bit, where he was still, like, friendly with his close-knit group. Like, season 1 and 2, they're all, like, good friends. Like, they're making fun of each other, but that's what we do.
Yeah, right.
It's not like now where, no, Cartman and Kyle legitimately hate each other. Like, well, maybe not, because there is episodes, too, where Like, it shows that they don't, but, like, it's more expressed now that they hate each other, where back then it was, like, kind of a little under joke.
My favorite fan base?
If you say Walking Dead,
No.
that's biased.
No, I'm not. I
We'll
will
go back to
explain-
Dead Talk
No,
and
explain
kill
why
all
I
those
don't.
zombies again.
No, my favorite is Futurama and Adventure Time. They're pretty wholesome.
I was going to say Adventure Time's a super wholesome one.
I love Inside Job fans.
That's true.
What I
They're
don't
also
like
cool.
is BoJack Horseman. Just because people are like, I'm just like BoJack. It's like, no.
It's like you shouldn't
That's
be.
not the fucking point.
No, you shouldn't be like any of these characters.
Yeah.
And
They're
I see it
all
so many
awful for a
times.
reason.
Like, oh, I'm just like BoJack. No, don't.
Don't be. He's
Uh,
awful.
And I don't like the Walking Dead quote air quote fan base because every time you talk to someone, it's like, oh, I stopped watching when Negan came or when Carl died.
Yeah, it's... No, exactly. It's like, come on.
SpongeBob fan base goes hard.
Yeah, universally loved.
Sometimes people get a little too annoying with SpongeBob jokes.
I do feel that.
Like, when
Sounds
you
like a
when
horror
you
right
do
there.
one, it's like, oh, that's awesome. But
Good little
when you
reference.
continue it throughout a night, that's when I'm like, all right, you're the fucking most annoying person here.
I think it's more surprising when you find out, like, somebody who, like, just doesn't watch, like, SpongeBob or doesn't watch, like, the same shows that you did when you were a kid, makes a reference to SpongeBob or one of those shows that, like, you watched that they didn't, and you're just like, well, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
I at the beginning of my relationship with Robin, like, she, like, outright said, like, yeah, I never watched SpongeBob, I, like, really, like, only watched really, like, Disney shows. I'm like, yeah, I'm not surprised. Like,
I don't
great.
think Maddie watched SpongeBob all too much as a kid.
But then she, like, it was, like, a couple, like, months ago that she just, like, looks at me and goes, imagination. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Are you serious?
If you want
I think
me,
that's one of the easiest references.
I was
on
gonna-
SpongeBob
if
I
to
know,
ever.
but, like,
this
I'm
is
like...
where I was gonna just bring that. If you want me to like what you quote, it has to be one of the nichest quotes of something. Like, if you just pulled out...
He's holding up 2 fingers.
If you
One of
pull
my
out a
favorites.
Simpsons quote, but it's one from, like, a not-so-popular side, I'm all over it. But if you were like, Trimbolpoline, it's like, I've seen that as a meme online. Like, you could have just also
Oh, nice
seen that as a
reference to
meme.
the steamed hams bit.
Yeah. Do they even know what episode that's from?
See, I don't. That's why I brought it up. 'Cause
Oh my
it's literally one of the
God.
only references I can make because it's the most popular of references to the fucking show.
The steamed hams reference is actually from, like, a look of everybody in Springfield, but it goes on to Principal Skinner, and I want to say it's 22 something for that. I'm gonna look it up so I don't get it fucking wrong, and I know I just was like, oh, how do you not know it? But I want to get the episode's
How the
title.
fuck would I know the
22
longest
short-
running animated show?
Yeah, literally.
How would I know any of the like specific episodes?
I got the number right.
crazy.
It's 22 short films about Springfield. In season 7, I think I established season 8 was my favorite. If I wanna, we can go back to the podcast, go ahead and look at that. But yeah, it goes into everybody in Springfield, or at least 22 different people, and that just is one of the skits. Great piece. Like, people did, like, that is funny, the steamed hams, but if that's the only thing you know about The Simpsons, die.
It's not the only thing.
no.
Jesus Christ.
Well, Jen just made a Shrek reference. So, from Shrek 1, there's a scene where Lord Farquaad is in his bed with
Oh, dude, I know.
with the
With
magic
a boner!
with the magic mirror. He's like, "Oh, show me her again." And then he like looks under the cover and like makes like a horny surprise face. And it's like, did that just fucking happen?
Dude,
Hot
He's
take, my
literally
favorite line in Shrek is when they're walking up towards the like the tower that Fiona's in, and they start smelling the sulfur, and Donkey goes, "Oh, come on, Shrek, my mouth was open and everything."
I fucking love when he's like, why don't you go back to some of your own friends? And then Donkey goes, well, I don't have any friends. I'll stick with you. It's like,
Mean green fighting machine.
we'll scare the pants off of anybody that crosses us. Like, it's fucking his time. Eddie Murphy as Donkey. Thank you. Thank you.
That movie's a masterpiece.
And
I think
fucking,
Shrek was a fucking yeah.
Why?
You didn't talk about.
Fuck Shrek. Who?
Mike Myers?
Mike Myers. As
Originally it was
Shrek.
gonna be Chris Farley.
I'm so glad
Yeah.
they went with Mike Myers.
Yeah.
Well, Chris
Yeah.
Farley fucking died, so that's why they didn't go with him.
Well,
Wow.
shouldn't have been Coke. and
Back
heroin.
to that pick number 3. I reference that so much because whenever someone's like, "Oh, what number?" I go, "Number 3. Pick number 3, my lord."
No.
And you hold up 2 fingers
Every
because that's what the
fucking
guy
time.
does.
Number
Every
3.
fucking time, it's so funny. And then, like, if you look at him in the background, he just kind of examines the
Yeah.
fingers, like he doesn't know what the fuck he's looking at. He's just
So
like
fucking
so
awesome.
confused.
The
It's like,
executioner, right? That's
Yeah,
what he.
yeah.
He's a machine to execute.
Great fucking movies.
Shrek 1 and 2 are such fucking masterpieces. Shrek 3 is a fucking joke.
Don't even get me started on Shrek 4.
the final chapter, of course.
Yeah.
Shrek Forever After, even.
I can't watch Shrek the third ever again.
I can't remember even what happened in Shrek.
so-
It's so dog shit.
It came out in
he
2007.
runs away,
2008,
right? Because he's.
Because he's
Yeah,
a
and he
father.
goes start trying to find another heir to the fucking throne. That's what it is.
That's what it
It's
is.
fucking garbage.
But so the movie came out in like 2007, 2008, like right after my grandfather had passed away,
Mm.
and my mom takes me to see the movie. Right at the fucking beginning, doesn't the king die?
Yeah.
And I start like getting choked up in the theater, and my mom starts crying. Just an
Wait,
awful fucking.
The
experience.
song though was so
It
good.
was Live and Let Die.
Yeah.
Of course.
It's the only good part of it. The only fucking good part of that movie. Otherwise, it feels so soulless and like there is no need to make a movie.
I'm trying to think. Oh, dude, you were mentioning that like Shrek 1 and Shrek 2 are like both of those two are like very fucking funny. Like especially like the giant gingerbread man.
Mongo.
His name is fucking Mongo, and he's just underwater. Be good. And he's fucking drowning.
And gingerbread man sitting there like crying. I'm like,
Gingerbread.
that was hurtful. That was real hurtful.
It was
That
just
did
so
hurt.
fucking funny though.
They're making a Shrek thing at Universal.
They already have a Shrek.
They
thing
might
at
be making a
Universal.
fifth Shrek
No,
movie.
like a hut and everything, like live.
Oh.
Like I don't know if it's gonna be a coaster or something, but when we were walking around, you could see behind walls the like house from Shrek.
That's fire though.
It looked pretty fucking realistic.
Exciting.
Like I'm excited to see it.
I haven't seen the new Puss in Boots movie yet, but didn't they reference the new like another Shrek movie?
Yeah, I actually need to watch it too.
Oh my
but I
Fire fucking
It's on
movie.
Netflix.
I
It's
know.
on
Yeah.
Netflix. Please go watch it. It's
That
so good.
villain was the best Pixar. Whatever, it's Pixar, right?
Yeah.
DreamWorks villain.
Pixar is Disney.
Yeah. Dude, holy
okay.
fucking shit.
But
Just
that villain
the
was so
detail
cool.
that went into that movie is
I
phenomenal.
already have seen a lot of clips from
It's
it.
beautiful.
I just like
The
I-
whistle. I finally understood the whistle.
It made me
like-
cry in the theater. I'm not kidding. I
Really?
watched it
I
in the
didn't
theater
watch
and
it.
I cried.
I watched it on a plane for the first time, and I was sitting next to Maddie, and I'm like, "This shit's fire." We were going to Las Vegas.
Puss in Boots 1 was good too.
I bought it on Apple because
I actually didn't see the first one.
With
I didn't see the
Humpty
first one, but
Yes.
I
Yeah.
loved the second
I,
one so much.
What the fuck? What is like the best? I know you're probably gonna say Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. What's the best movie that you've ever watched on a plane?
Actually, it's not even that.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it then?
Bullet Train.
Is it Bullet Train? Dude,
Yeah.
a Bullet Train was like up there for me too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually, Bullet Train might be
I'm
mine
like,
too.
I don't think I've really watched a lot of movies on planes. I listen to podcasts on planes.
I've only seen one, and it was that like Christmas movie that had the Easter Bunny. It was animated. It had like
Oh,
Jack
yeah.
Frost, the Easter Bunny. It was terrible.
Oh, the Guardians.
Yeah.
The Last Guardians.
That's
yeah.
unfortunate.
It was unfortunate, and also I cheated the system. I was on JetBlue.
Yeah.
And
Best airline.
it is.
In my opinion.
Yeah, I've taken a couple. It's that, and honestly, American Airlines, although like they kind of get shit on,
I'm
if they're
iffy
not
on
that
American
bad.
now.
You'll only fly.
I'm
American?
iffy on American
Oh,
right
yeah.
now. They've been
Sketchy.
eh,
Yeah.
Kinda up and down.
JetBlue just kind of is like it's so middle class and like
It's
reliable.
also
like
Yeah.
a little expensive now.
It's
Yeah.
getting more expensive.
dude, it's fucking ridiculously expensive to fly like even a short fucking distance now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tickets that should be like less than 100 are going for $300. That's insane money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've been looking at like plane flights not only for like if you guys want to do the upcoming trip, but also because I have friends in Florida that I want to go visit. Brooke is going to be in California, and I want to go see California. So I'm looking at like a lot of flights recently, and it's all a lot of money.
I'm excited
ridiculous.
for my trip in April to California, because it's like, I mean, granted, it's like, oh, we're gonna be staying near Disneyland and Anaheim and whatever, but like Rob and I are like, oh, we're gonna spend a whole day like exploring Los Angeles and just kind of like going around the city. Probably gonna get stabbed, but you know.
Have a plan ahead of time.
Yeah, well, I'll bring
like
mace.
I'm not no like
No, I
have a
wouldn't do
plan
that.
of what you're
Not on the
doing
plane.
for the day ahead of time.
No, I know.
Because that city is literally all driving. You need a car to get around there. It's not a public transportation city like DC, like New York,
No, I
like
know.
Boston.
Even Las
It's
Vegas, we
a
walked
nightmare.
from the hotel to a store, and it was like only a mile, but the heat got us like halfway through.
Even still, I feel like when I was in Vegas, I feel like that's such a good walking city.
It was walkable, but like
It's
we
decent.
were just talking about, like the heat, like it was so dry and hot that day that like we were like,
You're better off walking at nighttime. Like, and by then most things are shut.
Hey, by the
Yeah.
way,
You're
great
close.
SpongeBob reference. Yeah.
Yes.
I literally thought about that afterwards. I was like, wow, what a dickhead.
Wow, you should like die.
Honestly.
So this was 2012 JetBlue flight. The movie would start, and you could watch the first couple minutes, and then like text overlay would appear, saying like, "Oh, you swipe your card now to watch the movie." And my mom, I didn't ask my mom. I don't know if she would have let me swipe her card or not to watch it, but I just didn't swipe it, and I was able to watch the entire movie just with the text overlay over top.
So
Was
just
it like
on the
transparent too?
Yeah.
That's so
top.
fucked.
So on the top you could just see it,
N-
but it's like you're watching the rest of the movie live. But it's the Guardians one you were talking about, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's like, oh, whatever.
I would have
I'm
regretted paying
glad,
for it.
I'm
Yeah.
glad you go on those flights. They just don't have that anymore. They
Really?
don't have those anymore.
It's free.
I think the only thing they probably would have it for is like the games.
Really?
No, I
They
even
have
played
games
a
on?
game with Andrew.
They have like
and
Bejeweled.
we played Battleship together, sitting right next to each other. So it was
I
very like
I
fair.
know
We had to
exactly
be
what you're
very
gonna say.
fair. Like, hey, I saw the video too.
Yeah, I
But,
said
uh,
yeah.
So disgusting.
The guy watching the other guy get mad because he's picking the ships.
Dude, I hate how he just
Yeah.
looks around, turns back at him.
But
He
uh,
looks
fucked up.
so
but that was free.
disappointed.
The only thing is, if you guys come, whatever, I'm gonna keep saying that, but bring the headphones that has the aux plug
Yeah.
because you have to pay for the headphones if you want to watch the movies from
And
the
they're
TV,
shit.
and they're $6 for the shitty headphones. So it's like, next time, bring that. I didn't
Beats
watch
by
one
Dre.
from the screen because like that reason. I just watched one on my phone.
Hmm. What'd you watch? Anything good?
I watched like 3 or 4 movies. I'm trying to think of which ones I watched.
I feel
I
like
can't remember.
the last flight I went on, I was just listening to the last podcast and then left.
You know what I do traditionally though?
What?
Like every time I take off and land on a plane, landing not as much unless it's nighttime, but nighttime takeoff, nighttime landing, you know I'm running the Minecraft music. I'm being dead serious. I've always put it on takeoff no matter what. Landing, if it's nighttime, Minecraft music. Because it's so peaceful and it's like,
You're
damn.
just ascending up the.
Plus,
just-
if anything happens, it was Minecraft music
Yeah.
playing. You're good. You'll respawn.
the
It's
plane
hardcore.
gets hit, you just see like people going out of the fucking side of it, and I'm just like,
Ooh.
Shit, I forgot my Elytra.
Did you see that flight that lost its door mid-flight? But they were-
Alaska Airlines.
But they were fine.
Alaska, and it's
It's
weird.
because they cheaped the fuck out, and it happened on a lot of their planes. They did the same thing to a lot of their planes.
I hope Luke from the Outdoor Boys is okay.
I hope so too.
I hope they don't get hit by the random flying door.
Yeah.
Today, I am looking for the door for the Alaska. Hey guys, it's Luke from the Outdoor Boys, and today I'm looking for the fly. What? Oh, the plane's crashing? Wait, is that it? Guys,